Okay, lesson 46. God is the love in which I forgive. Right. So when I woke up to this lesson, I thought, oh dear, that's way too perfect, because I woke up with a little bit of a guilt hangover from becoming upset about something with my husband and acting out a little bit of that upset. And I noticed that in my situation, I was actually completely at peace. And then my mind presented the thought, well, this is as if you don't care, so you have to show you care, so you have to do something. And then as I started doing something, it got really worse in terms of my peace. And overall, not too much damage done, but to wake up and to this lesson, God is the love in which I forgive, it's like I took a moment of pause, just grateful for this opportunity to come to the teaching of forgiveness. And there's some beautiful text in the beginning of the lesson about forgiveness. And I love paragraph 2, line 2. Fear condemns and love forgives. And I'm going to go mixing, matching, but in the first paragraph, those who forgive are thus releasing themselves from illusions, while those who withhold forgiveness are binding themselves to them. And I've always had that feeling like when you hold someone else guilty or you're upset with someone else, it's like you put them in a jail cell saying, you shouldn't have done that. And you have the key and you lock them in there. And you're looking at them from the outside. But somehow the fact that you've put them in the jail and then you're kind of watching over them, perhaps, like, you're also not outside having fun and you're not having fun holding someone in jail. So both of you are in jail. One looks like they're actually confined, but everyone's confined by the whole idea that someone is guilty and the other is innocent and that they have to be punished. So I was grateful to wake up to this lesson. There were 3 5-minute full practice periods where Justine has the book on the floor, just kind of playing with it. I've lost the page. But I remember that you repeat the idea, you quiet the mind, and in the first 2 minutes, you allow every person and situation that you feel there is unforgiveness in to come to your mind. And after each person, you repeat, God is the love in which I forgive. Can I help you?
Yeah.
Would you like to come up?
Yeah.
Okay. You can come say hi. Justine is having some gum inflammation, but she's doing amazing. So actually, I had both my husband's situation that I was so grateful to forgive, and he came to mind, and actually my own self came to mind.
Amen.
Amen. But I also am taking the idea of forgiveness not just to be about a disagreement or some kind of upset between two people, but because Jennifer Hadley, as my teacher, has taught that forgiveness is truly, well, it's the releasing of the meaning we made, it's the releasing of the judgment in the story. So things came to my mind like that were not just people, but they were situations, and Justine's not feeling well was part of I'm willing to release my story around this. So it was a beautiful lesson. After you let the people come to mind, you're to drop underneath, beyond the thoughts, and then create sentences of your own making that relate to the idea, God is the love in which I forgive. And I love those exercises because you're really getting to the essence of the meaning that for your own self. God is the love in which I forgive. So kind of, that infinite vast power is what I can tap into when I've lost my mind for a moment, and I decided to be the jail keeper and thought that was a good idea. So, a few reflections on the lesson for today. It's interesting as I peeked ahead, and truthfully, I'm in the next lesson. I needed to record this. Justine was not feeling well. I just let it be last night. So I started the next lesson, which was about God is the strength in which I trust, which was also perfect for me today. So, I know you can relate to the perfection. Justine, let's say goodbye. You can press the red button since you're clanking everything around. Say, you're doing great. Peace out. Bye.